So, good afternoon, everyone. We welcome you to another Fireside Chat. And this time I have the founder and CEO of Torchit, Hani Bhakchandani, with me. Welcome to this Fireside Chat, Hani. It's an absolute pleasure to meet you.
Thank you so much, Niharika, for having me here. And I'm not worried about the lectures and all those things, like giving my talk, but I'm more worried about more the fireside chat. Like, I don't know, I have to answer quickly. So let's see.
I'm sure you'll be great at it, Hani. And you've pitched to so many investors in your recent pitch at Shark Tank. I think that if that is anything to go by, then this Fireside Chat is going to be child's play for you.
Mhm.
So, so let's get started.
Sure.
Before we get into how you've actually planned the vision for Torchit in the years to come, I want to take a step back and start off with how you got started with Torchit and what was that point where you decided that Torchit is going to be the way that you're going to go ahead.
Okay. So it started during my internship at Blind People Association, and I thought to make something for the blind or the visually impaired person, which I can. Then luckily I developed a prototype which is as a project which is actually Torch, and then people recognize this is a useful product, and we got a grant from government of Gujarat. Then this project become a startup, and I was not that serious till one point. I was doing multiple things all together till my third year of engineering. Torch at different clubs at the university, even the study and all those things. But some point, like it was my third year completed, and I was in fourth. I was going to in fourth year, so I had to decide for myself what I want to do in my entire life. And चलो ठीक है, थर्ड ईयर तक तो आपने चला लिया. So fourth year, you have to be a little serious. Okay, now I have to focus on placement. I have to focus, and till third year, I got one placement opportunity as well. So,
Right.
and even I'm coming from a Sindhi business family, so uh, I have father's business opportunity as well. So many
Right.
things are in front of me, and which I have to choose. So I talk with different mentors, different advisors, even the blind person, because it is also considered, because I got a grant from the government of Gujarat. So I talked to the blind person, if I will put my entire 2 to 4 years into this, how this product is really helpful to you, how it will be improve your life, how if you are ready to buy when this product is launched, what is your commitments, because it is not about the product, it is about my life as well now. So that point triggered me, like he answered like very confident, like it was from Surendranagar. It is around 120 kilometers from Ahmedabad, and it's a very small town, tier 3 tier 4 city, you can say. uh,
Right.
so he committed the person, like, भैया you go ahead, मैं ज्यादा तो नहीं बोलूंगा, बट एटलीस्ट जितने सुरेंद्र नगर में ब्लाइंड है ना, 500 700 लोग, उन सबसे मैं आपका प्रोडक्ट खरीदवाऊंगा.
Acha.
लाइक वो सब
Okay.
आपका प्रोडक्ट यूज करेंगे, एंड ऑफ कोर्स मेरी तो लाइफ को इसमें काफी इंप्रूवमेंट किया है, क्योंकि आप लाइक मैं प्रोडक्ट के बिगिनिंग से देखता हूँ. And initially he used to study at Blind People Association in Ahmedabad, and
Ji.
he passed out and he went to the Surendranagar, his hometown.
Right.
So this is how I got connected with that person in Surendranagar. And वहां से कमिटमेंट आ चुका कि 500 700 डिवाइसेस तो मेरे बिकेंगे. So
Hmm.
why not
Right.
I put my thing, like a single person, like single blind person is giving commitment of 500 pieces. So why not? पूरा इंडिया ओपन है, पूरा वर्ल्ड ओपन है. सो देन सी किया, सच में ये इम्पैक्ट कर रहा है, एंड दिस इज हाउ आई कम इनटू द फुल टाइम इनटू द टॉर्च. And at that
Absolutely.
time my vision was only very limited, because I don't think largely, but I don't wanted to, because I know जितना बड़ा सोचेंगे ऑफ कोर्स वो पॉसिबल है, और उस टाइम पे मुझे 2 साल में क्या करना है वो नक्की नहीं था. तो आई
Hmm.
डोंट नो कि ये चलेगा कि नहीं चलेगा. सो माय मेन मिशन वाज टू कैसे भी करके by any how I have to make product ready by March 2017, but it
Right.
got delayed by October 2017, like 6 months
Okay.
got delayed.
6 months. Hmm.
Yeah. So then we got product launch, and उस time पे मैं ऐसा था कि like in-house product setup करना है. Within 3 months we set up in-house product development.
Right.
And my second goal was now we have to get big orders,
Right.
not small orders, because now I have a team along with me. So
Absolutely.
small baby steps. Uh, it was my mission oriented journey.
Wonderful. Wonderful. It's a great mission, honey. And the vision with which you got started was to give vision to
The vigilance.
all the ones that do not have vision. So I think that is the most amazing part of your journey. So let's start about talking about some numbers. So when you started, let's say, I think in our previous conversation you mentioned that it was around 2017, 2018 is when you decided that this is the way to go. And at that time, in terms of numbers, what were you thinking of? What were some targets that you may have set for yourself in the short and the medium term or the long term for yourself and for Torchit?
Yeah. So we started on 12th October 2017. We did product launch, and we launched the product with our 50 unit ready. And at that time we were doing outsourcing, so our cost was very high for the production. And then my initial thought was to make in-house product development, because I know, like, if I am depending on some other person, so if we get a big order, so I'm not sure that I will be delivered on the time. So my first goal was to make in-house development, or make a big partner who can develop product for our behalf. So I talked with many people, and um, I got to know, okay, like, if I will produce in-house, so it will be very cost effective for me. Then I started like, we started through our father's go down. वहाँ पर हमने 5 महीने 5 months we worked there, and we set up a small team of 5 people to make assembly and everything. Uh, and then we again, from January 2018 to February 2018, we got a big order. So we have team of 5 people, and then we need a big space. So I said my father, like, I will not work here anymore. And I need an extra space. I need more space. So he said, okay, go ahead, because he also saw, like, I got a big order. So we bought a unit in Shahibag in Ahmedabad, and we started a production line where we also develop our manufacturing capacities as well. So from that year, we got good response from the market, but not that great, because the pricing, the packaging, the product quality was not that up to mark. Because we launched the product, we have to iterate many things. So slowly we have iterated.
Absolutely. Thank you for that response, honey. So, in terms of numbers, where are you today? What is the company clocking in terms of revenues, gross margins, and net margins?
Yeah. So last year, due to COVID, we touched 1.2 cr, 1.3 cr. But we had intention to touch at least 5 crores, 4.3 to 5 crores last year, 2020, 2021. But due to COVID, all those our projects were cancelled. Initially
Right.
it was postponed, then it converted into the cancelled, or because all funds went to the COVID relief fund.
Yeah.
And second thing, like, for this year, we got very good commitments,
Mhm.
big orders we got for this year, and it will be the cumulative order of $1.8 million for
Right.
next 3 years.
Right.
One big order, and second, we got very many big orders as well. And after COVID, we realized now we don't depending on the government funds or the CSR funds and the NGOs. We have to make new revenue streams as well, which will
Yes.
sustainable.
Yes.
So we started after COVID, July September. July September 2020, we started developing our distribution model. So
Right.
so far we have created 45 distributors, and after starting we got many leads. So
Right.
yeah, so now we are planning to develop 100 distributors by month of April, by end of April 2022.
Sure. Sure.
So, and
So,
we have started also selling on e-commerce. And if you talk about the numbers, so this year we will clock roughly around 4.5 crores or 5 crores. Luckily, we have only 1 month time, but we will close 4.5 to 5 crores this year. And the next year we are planning to touch at least 10 crores.
right.
Yeah.
Right. Ambitious plans, honey. And this brings us to the theme of our week. What our students are going to go through. So, how do you manage growth and target scale, right? And while you have these ambitious growth plans, what we are interested in knowing is, you have your sales projections, which is about 10 crores in about 2022, 23, and when as you go forward in 23, 24, you are looking at a much higher revenue target as well. So what is it that you're looking to do in terms of your number of units and the cost per unit for the next 3 years? If you can break that down for us, that will be wonderful.
Yeah, sure. So right now we have gross margin of around 40% to 45%, and the net margins is roughly around 10% to 12%. And of course, the economy of scale increases, like the cost of the product will reduce, and the material cost will bill of material will reduce drastically, and we can say like assembly cost and the manufacturing cost also reduce. So we will be able to increase 60% gross margin of our
Right,
products. So right now it is 45 to 40%. So we are planning to increase by 55 to 60%. So we can spend extra amount on marketing. So far we didn't have marketing, but
right,
after this we are also thinking about the marketing cost. But our
right,
entire cost is going to the cost of customer acquisition.
right,
Yeah.
right. Sure. So let's just, can you give me for 2023, your target is about 10 crores. What about 2024 and 2025? What are your approximate numbers that you're looking to target?
I cannot say right now, but if we touch 10 crores in 2022 and 2023, so we will be touching 23, 24, roughly around 25, 27 crores.
Okay. All right.
And if we touch 25, 27 crores in 23, 24, then we will be touching around 60 to 100 crores in terms of 24, 25.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
This is this sounds really ambitious, and all more power to you to meet these numbers. So let's now get into what goes into meeting these numbers, right? Because it's one thing to have these on paper, but quite another to actually execute on them.
Exactly.
So if let's look at the near term, which is 2022, 23.
Yes.
What are your channels for the sales? How are you going to split it between your various sales channels? If you can talk about that, that will help us understand your thought process on this.
So right now we have five revenue streams. First is distributors, which we have recently created around 45, 50. And by 1 or 2 months, we will be having 100 distributors. And also we are looking for channel partners. Channel partners are the person who are representing Torchit in their countries. And third, we have CSRs, NGOs, kind of orders, which are comes into the bulk. But those we cannot make reliable on those kind of orders, because some year they came, some year they don't.
Right.
As we seen last year, like 2020, 2021. So this is one of our big revenue streams before COVID. It is roughly around 70% we were depending on CSR and the NGOs. And right now we are depending on around 55 to 60%.
Right.
Yeah. And next year we are planning to have 20 to 25% on CSRs, because we are
Okay.
trying to get more orders from distributors, more orders from other sales channels. After COVID, only we started selling on Amazon, but didn't have any marketing budget till date. Very small marketing budget, like 20 to 22 lakhs, 22 lakhs, 20 to 22 lakhs we have spent in entire last 4 years, which is very small. But after Shark Tank, we got a lot of uh, uh, good connections on a lot of good eyeballs on this Sarthi product, which is available on Amazon. So
Right.
we are getting good uh,
Traction on
traction
e-commerce.
on the e-commerce as well. So we
Right.
are planning to sell something different strategy to sell more on the e-commerce, on not only in India but worldwide. Uh, E-commerce again is our fourth revenue stream, and fifth revenue stream is government.
Right.
So,
Right.
and luckily we not luckily I can say, but entire team's hard work, we got the national award in 2021 December. So we got very good connections in government as well, and they approached us and they gave the national award, and now we will approach them for big impact which we are going to create with the help of government.
Okay.
So
Wonderful. So, so clearly you have five revenue streams and or channel partners, as you would like to call it, and these are the ones that are going to get the numbers to you. What is most interesting, and I want to draw attention to our students, is that all the eggs are not in one basket. Right, you are trying to hedge your risks and diversify into as many different customer baskets as possible, so that even if one customer basket may not perform in a particular
well,
year, yeah, you have fallbacks and you have a strategy to still meet your numbers. Great. Let's talk a little bit about your marketing strategies for your growth. What are you looking at doing? You talked about your five, your five
revenue
channels.
channels. Yeah.
Yeah, right. So, can you tell me a little bit more about how you are uh, spending your marketing budget?
Right now, we have planned something around 10 to 15 lakh rupees for 2020 to 23. We'll be spending on the advertisements. We will be spending on content development. We will be spending on like uh, this social media and all those things.
Right, right.
So as
Okay.
of now, we are looking for someone who can lead this marketing team, because we don't. Um, Actually, our business requires a lot of human connection, so we
Right.
cannot do on digital media or something. But after this thing, we got traction, so we are looking कि चलो एक प्लान कर सकते हैं सोशल मीडिया के लिए. At least we can spend 10 to 12 lakhs, 15 lakhs on the social media and content development, all those things. And
Right.
before that, we have good connections with NGOs who are giving big orders. We have good connections with CSR. We have good connections with distributors. So
Yeah.
for those, we don't require any marketing thing. Like we require only
Right.
like max to max. We have to put very good photo shoot, make good brochures, make good content around it. So so our distributors, so we can demonstrate to some.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
Sure. What's interesting is you mentioned that there's a very high touch model or a very human centric model, right?
exactly.
And I believe you've also got on board certain consultants who bring in the business for you. Can you talk a little bit more about your consultants and how they are going to bring in the business?
Yeah, so actually, consultants are helping us with their network and with their expertise.
Right.
So we don't know how to approach CSRs. Like,
Right.
so here consultants come with their expertise to make proposal, to how to communicate and how to give impact assessment report, etc.
Right.
So here is the main part, and even with the help of government, so we don't have that kind of expertise to directly touch base with government officials. So their consultants are helping us in terms of new connections in terms of getting order from the business, government, and also consultants are helping us in terms of organization development, how we uh, actually what I believe, like we are not uh, master in particular field, so hire a master in particular field and become a master in that field. So
Right.
this is what my
Right.
belief actually. So
Right.
initially we had HR consultant as well, like last couple of months. So
Right.
right
Right.
now we have an in-house HR person.
Right.
So
Sure.
and also same, like we never spend on marketing expense. So we are looking for someone who can help us in terms of marketing, who can come as a marketing
Right.
consult, social media expert. So
Right.
then we can create one person in-house. So this kind
Sure.
of different roles, like the X numbers of roles, we have worked with many consultants. Like even in terms of product design, we hired many consultants.
Right. Right.
Uh,
I guess I understand where you're coming from,
yes,
because as a founder, you cannot be the master in everything, and you have to recognize where your strengths are, and then hire the right people in the other segments that can lead and run with that particular vertical of yours. So I think you're doing absolutely great in identifying the right kind of people and then giving them their domain and getting them to run with it. Um, the last question that I have for you, Honey, is that uh, I understand that in our previous conversation you mentioned that with these consultants, the average budget that you're looking for in the coming year is, let's say, about 3 lakhs, possibly in a month. So as we go forward, you're looking at about 36 lakhs in terms of your consultant fee, and you're looking at about 10 to 12 lakhs per year in terms of your marketing fee, right?
yes.
Right. Um, so, what is the number of customers that you're looking to target in let's say the next year, right? In 2022, 23, what is the number of customers that you're looking to bring in for this year?
Sure. Probably around 100,000.
About 100,000 customers. All
Yes.
right. Okay.
And the next
Wonderful.
5 years, so next 3 years, around 500,000, half a million.
500,000, half a million. Great.
Yes.
All right. Uh, the last question that I have for you, Honey, is you know, when we are targeting this kind of growth, what happens as a corollary to growth is that sometime or the other quality starts getting impacted. So, what are you doing? What steps are you taking within Torchit to ensure that the quality that has been the hallmark of your product does not get diluted in the process, and that you continue to operate at that same level of quality and customer service that your earlier customers have been used to?
Yes. So we have proper QC channel in house. So and we got, as I told you, right, we got a big order, $1.8 million order for next 2 to 3 years. So at the time it was the order for 1 year. So we have to
Right,
deliver that kind of big amount in a 1 year as well only.
right, right,
We hired a QC consultant, we hired manufacturing consultants, many consultants, and we have prepared the model in the beginning of 2021 only. So how we can create uh, a good quality product with the numbers as well.
with scale,
So yeah,
yes.
so we developed the structure, like we have created, we have capacity of 300 products per day manufacturing. 300 products
Right.
per day manufacturing we have in-house capacity. But we started thinking like whether we can increase our capacity or not.
Hmm.
So
Right.
because we have a team of around 15 people, 14 people. So if we can increase the team, so it will very difficult to measure the quality.
Hmm.
So
Right.
whether we can go for increasing the team in house. So we cannot have control of quality in house,
Right, right.
because we have to train. But जो हमारे साथ पहले से काम कर रहे हैं, we can ensure on that. So
Hmm.
then we have thought, why not we can create a big capacity outside the organization, like outsource product development, outsource the manufacturing of the product,
Okay.
and then in-house QC. So
All right.
हाँ, so
Okay.
then we don't have to think कि इसने product बराबर बनाया कि नहीं. So we are
Hmm.
not answerable. So that company is answerable, and we have only QC mechanism in house, and we have
Wonderful.
did the partnership with that company. If we get a big order in the near future, so you have to make this kind of product, and we did trials 2 times. And first
Hmm.
trial the quality ratio was around 7%. The second time quality ratio is around 3%, which is very
Wow.
good. So
Yeah,
out of
yeah,
100, three products are defective.
yeah, yeah.
So initially it was 7 products, then 3 products, and then we said, again, if you produce around 50,000 pieces, then the number will be the around 700 to 1,000 people, devices will be defected. Then he said, that company said, like, don't worry, we will reduce that numbers. So
Right.
we are ensured like at least 3% of the quality, we 97% of the quality we will get from the outsource. So which is completely, and even the three
Acceptable.
percent will be rework and then they will deliver to us.
Right.
So we have that kind of commitments, and we are open, like we are open, so we can produce around 300 per day in house, and 700 per day outsource. So 1,000 devices we can manufacture. And if you work around 250 days a year, so we have capacity of around 250,000 devices manufacturing.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So I think for our students, one very important learning from this is how you can actually look at, flipping the coin. And instead of increasing your manufacturing capacity, you have actually looked at how you can increase your manufacturing capacity at scale without really by outsourcing and still managing to keep the control of quality at in-house and at your end. So that's a wonderful strategy for our students to start considering as well. Any final words for our students, Honey, the ones that are inspiring to become entrepreneurs?
Yeah, so there are many challenges in your journey, but you have to come with those challenges and put it as a step so you can go for a new challenge. So uh, this is my mentor told me one day, like, I never getting free. If I get free, it is uh, downfall of your journey. If you're not
Hmm.
getting free, it means you are climbing and climbing. So if you solve this challenge, there's a next challenge is already ready. So
Right.
it is a good part. It is a part of entrepreneur, and there are many points, like from your HR to your quality to your marketing to your legal to your expansion. There are many phases you have to see in your entrepreneurship journey. But those challenges are very uh, helpful to become overcome those challenges. Like initially, if I'm giving you example, so HR का challenge आया था, and now we have a legal challenge something. So now we are what I am majorly being a founder. So I hope all founders are listening to this, and uh, being a founder, you have to work on those challenges and you have to put your entire 100% into that, so you can come out that challenge and make a process out of it, so you don't have to repeat again.
Absolutely. Right.
So
Right.
again, this comes to my previous learnings, like I shared with you all as well. Like I'm sharing again, like patience and persistence will help you to overcome all of your challenges. So it is a roller coaster journey, but you will definitely enjoy the journey.
Patience and persistence on this
Yeah.
roller coaster journey. Right. Words from the wise, words from someone who has been a student himself and now a great entrepreneur. Thank you very much, Honey, for your time and for all the advice and that you've shared with all our aspiring entrepreneurs. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Niharika, for having me here. It's really pleasure talking to you. And many entrepreneurs supported me, and I request all entrepreneurs, all future entrepreneurs, they also support new startups. So this is only my request to you guys. And thank you so much, Niharika, for having me here.